We are going to work on swap two variables. For instance, I have two variables x and y. Here it is 20, here it is 10 and 20. I want to swap this two in another function, all right, using references or passing pointers. Let's work on references, okay? Right. Here I'm going to change this program that we wrote before. So swap integer star and swap integer star. All right, and swap integer. Let's say the left value, right value. All right, and how do I? We need to use a temporary variable, right? Integer temp. So first we put temp equal star left value and star left value equal to star right value and star right value equal to temp. You don't need this, right? So this is how we swap two values. We are passing two parameters. Both are pointers or references, and we're using a third variable to swap, and so that is all about swapping function. So here, all right, before the value, we know what the before, we need to check after swap, right? X equal and y equal, okay. So we need to send two variable, okay. So that will do it, that should do it, we don't know. So I have the function to swap two variables. We have done that, and here I'm passing ampersand x, ampersand y. So I'm sending the address to this function, to these two functions. I hope I don't have to explain uh, again and again. Here we are sending the address. Let's say address 4400, and it is 4404. So we're sending 4400 and 4404. We are not sending 20 and 10. That's what references mean. We are sending the address of y and address of x. So in the function, when you send as references, they are dealing directly with the memory here. Okay? So they will be dealing with star. They'll dereference it. So let's go back here. Let's copy GCC swap. Oh, here it says undefined reference to add one. It doesn't know what add one is. We need to go and check change it. Right? All right. So GCC, nothing nothing, no errors. You see that now the x is 20 and y is 10. It swapped, right? It swapped. X is 20. So you have to understand how references work. Okay. The next program we are going to write is send pointers itself. Just an exercise. Okay. Copy swap .c to swap as a pointer .c. swap pointer. So all we got to do is change this guy. I'm going to change integer pointer, say left pointer equal to x, ampersand x, right? And right pointer equal to ampersand y. Oops, right? So I need to change these two variables now because I want to send this pointer, L pointer and right pointer. What I've done here is we have x and y. This is a memory location for that. Then there is a pointer I have allocated, pointer, left pointer and right pointer, and the address is 44004404. This is 10, this is 20. So I made 4400, okay, pointed to x and 4404. I'm now sending this address to the function, the swap function, right? Here I'm sending 440 and 4404. So it gets the address, right? So how do I send LPTR, right PTR? When I say LPTR, what is that LPTR? Is 4404, right? So if I send, compile and run it, I should not see any problem. Okay, no problem. Compiled. That's it, 20 and 10. So you know now how to pass references to another function. The next title we are going to look at is passing arrays. We did swap via pointers. Now we are going to look at passing arrays. Let's take the example we have in here. Oops. Let's copy the pointer 1.c. Oops, pointer 1.c. Okay, let's take this example. We are going to change all values. Change all values. We don't need this for now. So change all values. We are going to change this function that we wrote to change all values in the array. Okay, all values. Okay, in here there is a challenge we have. Okay, we have array. We have pointer pointing to the array. I'm going to change all of them. We're going to add 100 to all of them. Okay, 100 to all of them. So when you want to pass array, we always have to make sure we send the count of the array size. In this case, 4, right? Is sent 4. And then how much you said you are going to change? 100, right? You're going to add 100 to all of them. So here we have the pointer. Next is integer size. It should match, right? Pointer size and then the 100. Let's say quantity. All right. So we have everything with us. And we need to change this function. right? And I don't need to do any of this. Okay, here integer I equal to 0, I equal to, for I equal to 0, I less than what? Size, I plus plus, right? I got the value of the array equal to value plus quantity. Yeah, but here it's a pointer, right? It's a pointer. So we need to change that here. There are a couple of complications here. I'll teach you right now. You are sending the address of the first element, right? It's pointing, that means you are sending the address of the first element. So here we need to accordingly change your the value here always pointing to the first element, but every time I changes, we need to change the pointer, right? For instance, here we have 4 elements, 10, 20, 30, and 40. We are going to add 100 to that, and my value pointer is pointing here when I equal to 0. But when I equal to 1, I need to I need to change my pointer to point to the second element, right? So how do I do that? We talked in the past. So that is I plus, where is plus? Oh, oh, I, right? So value plus I will give me my address of the next cell, and the dereference will get me the value in that cell, plus I'm adding quantity, is quantity, not quantify. Oops. And then similarly here I need to put I, right? Dereference that. So now if I do it, I'll make sure that I change every cell. Okay, this, pay attention to, pay attention. All right, so this is very important. So let's see if we are going to change. Now I'll go ahead and print my values after I'm done. I equal to I equal. Now I don't care, here it is 4. I will just, I don't need any of this. All I need is printf. I'll just, for the sake of time, I'll just print that, not. So CA, okay. Now pay attention to this. I'm now printing each and every value here of the array by using a for loop, and I'm using a for loop to update it. Okay. The couple of important points is whenever you change the whenever you send the address of an array, you always have to send the size. Otherwise, the function wouldn't know where the size is in case of integer pointer or a float pointer. But if it were a string, you don't have to know because you can use string length. So that's something. And then quantity, how much quantity you want to add. All right. So let's see if we're able to successfully run this program. Oops, I changed the pointer 1. Okay. GCC pointer 1.c expected 21. Okay, I have 2 arrays. Okay. I said no point, no problem. No. Oh, there's some problem. It says 100 plus 120. It didn't add my 130 and 140. Let's go and figure it out. Do you know why it is? Ah, can you find why it's printing some negative values? So good homework for you guys. Figure it out. Figure it out why it's not printing me 130 and 140. Okay, I'll tell you. Because here we're using char array. If you use unsigned, then you won't have that problem. Okay. But when you add 100 to 130, it goes, when you have a character array and the maximum value is 127, right? But it should more than that, 100 plus 30. So that is the reason. So I converted to unsigned character, so it should not have any problem. You got that right? Okay. So that is how you send arrays to functions. When you send arrays to function, you send the size. We saw that, and you have to make sure that you use this formula. Okay. The alternate method is, let me copy pointer 1, 2, say array pointer. Here, let's say you don't want to use it, but you want to increment the pointer itself. This is not a good way to do it. Okay, but you need to increment the pointer. So at every iteration you increment the pointer, then you don't have to use that complicated formula. All right. In other words, if you're confused with this, you can always use that. This kind of things will be on the exam, okay? Because you have to know how to deal with this. Converting statements into single statement or without a for loop and all that you should know. So you see that now I'm using value plus 100, then I incremented the pointer. So every time I go through this loop, I'm incrementing pointer, okay? GCC array. Yep. So that is another way, okay? Thank you guys. So if just in this video, we just talked about how to do pass arrays, okay? We talked about how to pass arrays, okay?